Hey guys, so I'm here with Kingston. Say hi, Kingston. Say hi. Look how big he is getting. Got his Clemson shirt on today. Gotta represent. Mwah. I can't believe he's 7 months. Like, where is the time going? Right? That's how you feel, Kingston? Yes. He has been getting very vocal. My point exactly. He's been growling a lot lately and getting like a little bit of an attitude. And I'm wondering, like, are you going to be the baby that has the temper tantrums in the store and embarrasses your parents? See? Right as I'm talking about it, he does it. Just his growling. Like, if he wants something, you don't get it fast enough. Or if he gets frustrated, he'll go, "Arr!" and just like stiffens up his body. He's like, "Arr!" And I'm like, yo, who you growling at? Anyway, and then yelling, like, not yelling being like rude, but yelling like trying to get your attention, like excited. He squeals out of excitement, like, ah! Like, we'll be in a store and he's in the cart and somebody walk by and he wants to get their attention, like to talk to them, and he's like, ah! And he screams at them. I'm like, sorry my child is screaming at you. Yeah. What else? He's sitting up great on his own now. I can just like put a mat on the ground and put him down and surround him with toys, and he is quite content just sitting there with his toys. He's not crawling yet. He hates being on his stomach, so honestly, I feel like I don't even know if he's going to ever crawl. Like, my man might just get up one day like, you know what? Tired of sitting here, and just get up and start walking. Like, I really feel like that could happen. But he's saying dada, like dad. Right? Dada? Say dada. He's not gonna say dada. But he's saying dada a lot. I keep saying no, ma. And he won't even put his mouth like that. I'm like, ma. And he's like, that. I'm like, really though? You just gonna play me out? Like, I just carried you for... Yeah. You see? I just carried you for over 9 months and you're not even gonna say mama? Yeah, you think it's funny. You can...
Somebody call daddy?
You see? That's who he wants, dad.
That's right.
He weighed 19 pounds. Yeah. My man's a beast, you know? And he's eating a lot. Like, we used to give him, I want to say like 5 bottles a day, and then he would get the little containers of food. I make his baby food, so I put it in little 2-ounce containers, and we would give him, he was having 3 of those a day. 1 for breakfast, 1 for lunch, and 1 for dinner. Well, now he wants more, so he gets 2 for breakfast, 2 for lunch, and 2 for dinner, along with his 5 bottles. So, yeah, he eats a lot, eats and drinks a lot. He's wearing a size 12 months, but sometimes he'll wear a size 12 to 18 months, depending on the cut of the clothes. So he's big, but the thing is, he's thick, but he's not like roly-poly fat. He's very long, so it's kind of like stretching out, you know? His length, I'm not sure what his length is. Well, he had a doctor's appointment around 7 months, but they didn't measure his length. They just took his weight. Oh, bathing him. He has outgrown his baby tub. So I am like a fanatic of Pinterest. I love Pinterest. So I got this idea on Pinterest to put him in the bathtub in a plastic laundry hamper. And it's working out great. Like, but I feel like he might even be too big for that. Like, it's crazy. So when he's in his hamper, like, his toys could just float around him, so he's not like reaching for his toy and then slip in the big bathtub, you know, because I'm not quite comfortable just putting him in the bathtub yet, but probably that's going to come soon. But for now, this is working out great, you know. At first, he was kind of like, what is this? Why am I in this thing? But it's working out well. My back is killing me, of course, because now I'm bending over a tub, but, you know, I'm going to be doing this for a long time till he can give himself baths, and who knows when that will be. His skin and his eczema. We have been back and forth to the allergists, the doctors, and we finally have everything pretty much figured out. Number one, he has severe milk allergy, and he was on hyperallergenic formula. Come to find out, he was on Nutramigen, the powder version, right? In Nutramigen, there is 18% of a specific milk protein. And he was having a react. First, everything was going great. His skin was clearing up. But he was having a reaction to that. And I'm like, really though? Then I found out there's another hypoallergenic formula called alimentin. Well, a lot of people don't know that in alimentin ready to make, the liquid formula, there's only 2% of that specific milk protein, whereas there's 18 to 19% in the powder. So we put him on that, his skin started clearing up again, then it started coming back like full force. And I'm like, really though? And that's when we brought him to the allergist again, and they said, listen, his allergy to milk is severe. That's not even working. Come to find out, we thought he was allergic to soy as well. He's not allergic to soy, thank the Lord. So we put him on soy formula. And although we had tried it before, we only tried it for one day and he was having flare-ups, and the doctor was like, you didn't give it enough time. So he's been on the soy formula really for like, I want to say almost 3 weeks now. And it's been making a world of a difference, okay? So he can take the soy formula, thank the Lord, because that is not extremely expensive. Because see, we thought he was going to have to go on this amino-based formula that is by prescription only. Our insurance did not cover it, and at the end of the day, it would have cost us like $25 a day. What? I even considered trying to relactate. Like, yeah, and that's hard to do, but not impossible. And I consider doing that. But so far, so good. You know, this is working out well. I have a question, guys. So I make all his food, and I've been making all kinds of stuff like avocado, banana oatmeal, apple oatmeal, sweet potatoes, string beans, black beans, I mean, carrots, peas, mashed potatoes, a whole bunch of stuff. But I want to know if you guys have any, like, new ideas. Like, I don't know, I'm getting kind of bored. Bananas, pears. Like, I make a lot of stuff for him, but I don't know. I want to try some new stuff. Maybe combinations and stuff like that. So if you guys have any suggestions, please put it in the comment section below. I would appreciate it. His eczema, like I talked a little bit about his skin issues, his eczema comes and goes. And we found out that, you know what, he just has eczema. It's not specific to just an allergy, like a dairy allergy like he has. But this is something we're just going to have to deal with. A lot of babies outgrow it, so I'm praying that he does. Spoiler alert, a lot of you guys know that I have my own business, and I have decided to put a halt to my jewelry making because I've been working on something over the past, I want to say 6 months or so. Really, it's something that I was doing when I was pregnant for myself. But I've been working on a couple of skincare products, all natural products, and I've been using a specific mix that I made for Kingston, and it has been working very well for him. Along with the eczema, Kingston has very dry skin, and I've noticed a lot of the things that the doctor said to use on him. I'm big on, you know, the skin is the largest organ in your body, and I am very conscious of what I put on my skin. So of course I'm going to be even more conscious of what I put on Kingston's skin, you know? So I would look at the ingredient list and say, like, first of all, I didn't know what 80% of the ingredients were in a lot of these things I was putting on his skin that the doctor recommended. So I decided I'm going to do research on my own and trial and error and see what really helps him. And I've come up with a mix that has really helped him, that is very gentle and has really helped to soothe his itching, his dryness, the rough patches, and really get him through this eczema. It does not cure eczema because you can't cure eczema, but it is really helping to keep him more comfortable. So that's a little spoiler of something that I'm working on, hopefully to be released soon, and not just for babies. He had been waking up in the middle of the night when he was really dealing with this itching issue with his skin. So now that he's not dealing with that as often, Justin and I decided, he was used to me coming in the middle of the night, once a night, and coming and picking him up and rocking him back to sleep, like, or bringing him into our bed. So my husband and I decided we need to break this. Like, enough is enough with this. He needs to go back to sleeping through the night. There's nothing wrong with him. He's not itching. He's not having any problems. He wasn't sick. So we decided we were going to try the crying out method. We came to a compromise that we will only let him cry for 15 minutes before we go and get him. So the night that we decided, tonight is a night, we're going to go and say 15 minutes, yes, is the max. We will not allow him to cry more than that before we go in there, readjust him, reassure him that he's okay and loved. That very night, Kingston must have known, like, you know what? These guys ain't going to come get me anymore, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to sleep. So since then, which was over a week ago, Kingston has been completely fine. If he starts crying, he'll cry for like 3 or 4 minutes and then look around, readjust himself, and go straight back to sleep. I'm like, really? You made this very simple for us. No, babe, please don't pull my hair. So yeah, so that has been working. That has been working out great. His temperament. My baby is starting to get a personality. You hear me? He is starting to have an attitude, and I'm like, this ain't gonna work up in this house. Like, no, you're a child. You don't pay bills in here. But it's like if he doesn't get what he wants right away, he'll be like, look at you. And I'm like, we don't really give into it. So, you know, we're trying not to give into it because I don't want him to be a spoiled brat, you know? And what else? He's starting to get a little bit of stranger anxiety. Normally he goes to everyone, smiles at everyone, laughs, everything like that. But lately, if we're in a store and someone comes in his personal space or is staring at him or something or coming close to him, he's like, like, back up, you know? So he gets like that sometimes. He's starting to get a little clingy. Oh my gosh. He's a mama's boy. Like, he's starting to get to a point where he will strain his neck looking for me. Like, no matter who he's with. He could be with my husband, anybody. Like, where's mommy? Where's mommy? And if he's tired, fussy, or doesn't feel good, where's mommy? He doesn't want anybody else but mommy. Oh, his hair. So as you can see, his curls are really coming in. His hair starting to get a little bit thicker. And he has dry scalp. So I've been using so many different things trying to figure out a healthy balance between keeping his scalp moisturized and not, his hair is real soft, so I don't want his hair to be weighed down. And so I've been using like a couple of different organics baby curl sprays, but it's just not heavy enough. So yesterday, actually, I started using Sheeta Naturals cream because Justin and I both use that on our hair, and I like it so far. I can't use too much or it'll be a little bit too heavy for him, but I use a little bit and I put a little water in my hair to make it a little thinner, and I like massage it into his scalp kind of, and it's been working out pretty well. It's worked out well yesterday. His scalp wasn't extremely itchy and dry. Today I put it on. He's getting sleepy, so we gotta go. I put it on him, and it's been working out well. So yeah. So I'm sorry this video is so long, but I had a lot to cram in. There's been a lot of changes. And my big boy, you understand? Yeah, look at you standing up. Look at you standing up. Yay! Superman. See you guys later. Give kisses. Give kisses. Say, mwah. Of course, dad. Hello, what about mama? All right, bye guys. Give mommy kisses. Mommy kisses. You give mommy kisses? Hi, Kingston. Give mommy kisses. Where's mommy's kisses? Kingston. Oh, what's so funny? What you laughing about? What's so funny? What happened? With your wet mouth? Who got the wet mouth? Hey, what? What you laughing? You're not crying. You faking. Hey, what you crying about? What you crying about?